Hey, what's going on, everybody? Keem Peterson here today, and I will be talking to you how to build a paper airplane for my Communications 100 informative speech. All right, so let's just jump right into it. Let's get into it. We have the origins and the background information of paper airplanes. Okay, so the first start of they actually used papyrus back in China in 2000. Paper wasn't really invented back then, and they'd actually use it for origami only, and that's how paper folding actually first took off in its relevance. And so now you can always check out different websites and see how the Chinese origami. It's actually really beautiful to watch people make Chinese origami and stuff. But that's just how paper airplanes were originated. And then also paper airplanes had a bunch of background information with also Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci, if anyone does not know, he actually created the model of a person to be able to take flight, and he was actually inspired of it because he was folding a paper airplane and threw it across, and so he thought that, hey, maybe I can make a human fly across one day. And actually, the reason he found out that heat rises is he flew a paper airplane over his fire pit and saw that the paper airplane rose when it went across the fire. And so that's what inspired him to create um, his human flying machine with a bunch of fire pits on top of roofs. And obviously that didn't turn out too well because human weight and back then, 14th century stuff, wasn't going to make it one individual person fly. Make an individual person fly. And then the relevance to this topic to people, there's three different ways you can approach this topic. Enjoyment. You can just enjoy it, throwing paper airplanes across and stuff. I know back in grade 6 and grade 7, I was always chucking these things at cute girls and stuff and trying to get their attention. So, you can send some notes out and stuff. I know that you can use it for art. I mean, you can get really inanimate and really like in depth with your paper airplane creating. You can make some really cool paper airplanes that actually look like real planes, like the X5, like the X-wing. Like I've seen some pretty cool airplanes being built, and then also study purposes. You can also see the physics. You can see how the plane actually flies in the glide and how everything is created. Paper airplanes were actually the first step in human society of getting people in flight. Without paper airplanes, the Orville brothers wouldn't have thought of the airplane. There wouldn't have been Da Vinci's spontaneous thought of flight. Paper airplanes really were I think the stepping stone for flight in general. All right. Different type of airplanes. There's a bunch of them. For once, we have the basic one. This one here. This one's the basic one. I'll be teaching you guys how to make this one. This one's pretty easy. I like it just because it's fast, ready to go. You got it. The dart's probably the fastest one. The dart takes a little bit more skill. The stealth looks like a B-52 bomber. Looks sweet. Takes you about 30 minutes though. Kind of a hassle. And then the buzz literally looks like a little bee. You fold up a bunch of times. You can really get into detail with like paper airplanes. But today I'll be teaching you guys how to make a pretty basic one. Shouldn't be too bad. Let's jump into it. Alright. Step number 1, get yourself a piece of paper. Preferably not 3-ring hole punch paper. But, cost shouldn't budget. That's what I got. So, we're going to work with it, huh? Let's do it. So, the first step, looking out towards this way, your perspective is looking out towards this. You're going to fold these corners actually into the middle like this, and so you're gonna fold it like this, both sides. So fold it like so. But let me crease mine. Make mine really adamant about this. Getting perfect creases is a vital part about this. If you don't get good creases, it'll definitely restrict its flight capabilities. That's for sure. The side of all the rings for the hole punch, it doesn't really matter what side it goes on, honestly. Preferably you don't want holes because the aerodynamics kind of get messed up, but we're just going to see what it works with. So eventually you will have a paper like this. This is step 1. You fold this like a little house. So you see, like it's a little house. That's just step 1. Okay. Step 2, you're gonna fold this paper in half. Alright, so just do this. Fold it in half. Like yay, okay? Fold it in half. Crease it. Make sure you crease everything. If there's sloppy folds, you're gonna get a sloppy flight. Alright? Can't skip details on this one. It's not really many details to follow. It's 4 steps. Don't lose track. No, it's a lot. Okay, so now we have this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fold this John down to here, so it hits the base. You see? So this thing will fall. The top of the flights, the top of the wings will fold all the way down to the base, and this will actually develop your wings for the paper airplane. So let me do this real fast for both sides. So again, you just have it folded. You fold it down to the base. Bang. Perfect basic airplane right then and there, baby. That's all you gotta do. So let me fold this. Both sides. I mean, you know, this one-sided airplane, it's not really gonna go too far, eh? Pretty tough stuff. Boom. Alright. So now we're going to unfold it from the top. So obviously it was folded like this. So now you're just going to go pop it up. Nice little pop up right here. And so there, you have now created the basic paper airplane. You know, you can design it. Make a little cockpit right here, make a little passenger windows, design the wings, you know, whatever your artist may fancy. So let's just review, alright? There's 4 key steps, and then I'll do a quick 4 stops. Alright, first off, hot dog style. First stop, you know, hot dog style it. You're going to fold the corners. The corners now you can see are these parts. Fold the corners. You're going to straighten it out. You're going to fold it again. Fold the wings right here to the base and pop them up, and boom, you're ready for takeoff. You're flying. Well, not you, but your paper airplane. You know, you're flying. All right. So my references, credibility. We got foldandfly.com. They have a bunch of different type of ways to create paper airplanes. Pretty sweet site. You can create some sick paper airplanes. They can fly for ages, actually. I went out and tested one, and that thing flew for about 50 feet. It went flying. You also have Origami Way. Origami Way is not only just paper airplanes. It's a bunch of different origami. Very interesting. But if you want to do that stuff, get in origami paper. Origami paper is pretty cool. And then finally, we have paperplaneshq.com. You know, for all your paperplanes.com needs, that's where I found all my history about it. About the origins of it, and you know that's gonna do it for us. That's gonna do the video today. Thank you guys all for watching. Hope this wasn't a giant waste of your time. You know, maybe you learned something about making airplanes. You know, you can hit someone. Don't hit anybody in the eye though. You get an eye socket out. You need the eyes. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what your favorite airplanes are. All right, and that's gonna do it for the day. Have a good one.